Hi, I'm Colleen, and the question we're answering today is, what kind of people reinvent themselves? It's an important question to ask because we tend to do the kinds of things that other people like us do. And sometimes we don't do things we want to because we don't see ourselves like the other people who are doing them. Wanting isn't enough. So, who are the people that are reinventing themselves? I can tell you that over the past 4 to 5 years, I've guided people from many walks of life through the process, from corporate leaders to yoga instructors, solopreneurs, small business owners, Hall of Fame athletes, teenagers emerging into adulthood, people in recovery, people in prison coming back into life, all kinds of people, men and women of all ages. The pool of people reinventing themselves is broad and deep. So the place where we find people like us in this conversation is in the challenges and the changes that come up in our lives. It's in the circumstances, the situations and relationships in our lives. And the most important relationship that you'll find in reinventing yourself is your relationship with yourself. It's who you choose to be when those situations and circumstances come up. But one thing that I've found all of the people that I've worked with have in common is a level of dissatisfaction. Now, I know I'm not supposed to say things like all or none, but in this case it's true. We don't fix or change the things that are going well. And if you're thinking about reinventing yourself, chances are there's something in your life that feels off, something wrong or broken, something there's not enough of or too much of. And that doesn't mean that we only reinvent ourselves when something is going wrong or, when life gives us lemons. Think about that first year of marriage or all of the changes when there's a new birth, you have a new child, or you started a great new job. Chances are that great person you knew yourself to be before those changes came in wasn't sufficient to carry you through the reality you're living into. Once upon a time, we had rites of passage to help us transition through those changes. But in today's world, we buck it up, we rise to the occasion, we do what's right, and we know what we're supposed to do and how it's supposed to look, and we follow what's going out there in the world. We follow what's trending. And all too often, we sell out on who we are to make it happen. What if the change is a romantic breakup or divorce? What if you or someone you love got an upsetting diagnosis, or those changes in your career weren't your idea? What if you've been looking forward to retirement but don't know how to be retired or didn't plan for it as well as you thought? Maybe you're excited and proud that your kids are all grown up, but now you don't know what to do with yourself. I was talking with a doctor who ran a large teaching university, not a small job. And he was complaining. He says, "My wife is driving me crazy. Ever since my son went to college, she's packing me these little brown bag lunches and she's smothering me. I don't do lunch like that, but I don't want to insult her either. I don't know what to do." We talked for a little bit and I suggested maybe she's a nurturer who doesn't have anyone to nurture. And since she can't take care of her son, she's taking care of you. We had obviously more conversations than that, but fast forward it and she has a puppy and he's back to having power lunches. It's that kind of awareness that can save a marriage. I mentioned earlier that the most important relationship when you're reinventing yourself is the relationship that you have with yourself. And I mean that. It's a relationship that's often overlooked. And it's the one that drives all of your other relationships and how you respond in situations and circumstances. How you behave when the challenges and changes come up in life. That doctor knew who he was and what was important to him. And he was used to having his needs met. But by reinventing himself and his marriage, he didn't fix the problem of a clingy wife who was driving him crazy. He acted on what mattered to him, and the problem fixed itself. This video is about what kind of people reinvent themselves. And the best answer I can give you is courageous people who care. People who want more out of life for themselves and others. People who are facing challenges and change. And if you think that you're like the people who reinvent themselves, then keep coming back, and I'll keep making videos with tools and exercises and guidance to help you along the way as you reinvent yourself. Bye for now.